Hello, I'm Scott Collins, Superintendent of MSD of Decatur Township, and I'm here with Emily LeMay, Director of Student and Family Engagement. We would like to share with you today about the importance of school attendance and our alignment of school attendance policy with state legislation. Emily, as educators, you and I both know how important it is for our students to have good attendance. What are the most important benefits of good school attendance for our students?
So as you know, school attendance impacts learning, relationships, and success. Every day students are in class, they're building knowledge and skills and connections that support their future. They meet important milestones along the way, such as reading proficiently by the end of third grade, foundational skills in math, passing key courses in middle school, and then earning credits in high school that lead to graduation from high school, ready for enlistment, enrollment in college, or employment. Too many absences, either excused or unexcused, can keep students from succeeding in school, which could have implications for their future.
Thanks, Emily. Parents often hear terms like absenteeism, chronic absenteeism, truancy. Can you explain the difference?
Sure. So truancy refers to unexcused absences, while chronic absenteeism looks at total absences, excused plus unexcused together. When they add up, too much learning time is missed. Even excused absences can have an impact if they're frequent. So the state of Indiana defines truancy as having 10 or more unexcused absences. Chronic absenteeism is missing 10% or more of the school year for any reason. So that could be 18 missed days total or an average of 2 days per month. So that could definitely knock students off track.
Thanks. So what's the parent's role when a child has to miss school?
Sure. Well, we ask parents here in Decatur Township to call into the school office or send an email or a note when their child's going to be absent for any reason, and then provide appropriate medical documentation when available. This helps us keep accurate records, and we want to make sure that your child is supported. There is an update to our policy this year where we will only accept 10 parent call-in days without further medical documentation. So we understand that a parent isn't going to take their child to the doctor every time they're sick. However, if we're getting up to more than 10 times that we're calling in for medical needs, then we're definitely going to need some medical documentation to back up some of those absences. So providing that along the way can help everyone stay on the same page.
So what should families know about our attendance interventions and communication?
So you can find a list of our interventions in the student handbooks as well as on our website, decaturproud.org. And our goal with our attendance interventions is partnership, not punishment. If a student is struggling with attendance, we want to identify barriers and connect with families so that we can support you with things like maybe mental health services, maybe an adult or peer mentor, or even academic or transportation challenges that we can support with here at school. If absences become excessive, though, our policy does include referrals to some outside agencies.
Sometimes a school representative will call to set up an attendance meeting. What do parents need to know about that?
Right, absolutely. So parent participation is essential. So whether it's in person, virtual, or by phone, your involvement helps us work as a team to support your child. And by participating, then you have input into that plan and it becomes more unique for your child and what they need.
So what's new this year when it comes to communication and absence procedures for our schools?
So families will see increased communication about attendance, so there are no surprises. But our goal is to work together to solve any issue. We encourage parents to be part of the process. We've also added a new prearranged absence form. This is something if you know your child's going to be out for maybe a once-in-a-lifetime experience or trip, a parent can fill out this form ahead of time, at least a week ahead of time, and submit it to the school principal for either approval or denial. It just keeps everyone on the same page, helps us to plan better, and then these forms can be found in any of our school offices.
Thank you. I know our DCHS and DTSC freshmen received some information this year in preparation for the school year, and it related to attendance and graduation requirements. Can you clarify that?
Yes. So the new Indiana graduation requirements start with our current freshmen. So students have to meet standards in one of 3 areas, either employment, enlistment, or enrollment, in order to graduate. In order to earn an advanced seal for employment or enlistment categories, the student must average 95% attendance over the 4 years of high school. Students will not be eligible for early graduation in these two areas without a seal. So it's definitely something that is for an advanced seal or honor that goes along with their diploma, as well as the ability to graduate early if that's something that the student's looking to do.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us and sharing this information. I think it's very valuable. And one of the key things is communication, is asking our parents and guardians to communicate with the school when there are going to be absences.